Students, today we'll take up the morphology of flowering plants, part 1. This is the career guidance cell in association with botany department. First, let me discuss about the leaf. They are green, flat structure. What is this function? Function of a leaf? Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. Photo represent light. It prepare food from using what is the sun as a source and with the minerals. It's called photosynthesis, you know. How to remember all parts of this leaf plants? Let's see, for any leaf, how to remember all the parts? See, do your own innovative methods. First, I'll start like this. A leaf. For a leaf, you have a base, isn't it? This is called leaf base. What is the technical name? Hypopodium. Podium andre ಏನು? See, a stage, a speaker speech, right? You'll stand and speak to our audience. Podium. Podium is nothing but a stage. Therefore, hypopodium. At the base pakkadalli, a scaly leaves are there. There are 2 scaly leaves. This is for protection. This is protection of the leaf. ಇದರನ್ನ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನೀವು? Stipules. Stipule ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. What is the function of this stipule? The function of the stipule is protection. Protection of the leaf. Andrano protection of leaf and the protection of leaf bud. See, this is very, very important. It is not protection of leaf. The bud is the supporting. Therefore, this protect. Which one? Stipule. Please see the spelling. Okay. Stipule. Protection of the leaf bud. You have a pair of stipule there. What is this? Stalk. Stalk of the leaf. Now, here you have this name for that, is it not? What is the name of this? This is called petioles. This is the name you got? Petioles. This is other name. What is the scientific name? What is the name of this cell? Mesopodium. Just you have to remember this mesopodium. Petiole, or that is petiole is the stalk of the leaf, is also called mesopodium. Here, not a leaf baritini. This is a, what is this? Leaf margin. Within this line, you have that area, right? That area. ಈ ಏರಿಯಾನ ಏನಂತೀವಿ? What do we call this area? Leaf ಲ್ಯಾಮಿನಾ. ಊಟ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ವ, ಅದು ಅದೇ ಲ್ಯಾಮಿನಾ. ಬಾಳೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಲ್ಯಾಮಿನಲ್ಲಿ ತಾನೇ ಊಟ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬಾಳೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಲೈನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಹೆಸರು ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ. ರೈಟ್, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಲ್ಯಾಮಿನಾ ಆರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಓಕೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಲ್ಯಾಮಿನಾ ಅಂತೀವಲ್ವಾ. ಸಿ ದಿಸ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಲ್ಯಾಮಿನಾ. ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸಲ್ಲೂ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಲ್ಯಾಮಿನಾ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಎ ಶೀಟ್, ರೈಟ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಲೀಫ್ ಬ್ಲೇಡ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಬ್ಲೇಡ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿಸ್. ಬ್ಲೇಡ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಏರಿಯಾ. ಬಟ್ ಇದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಹೆಸರು ಇರಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ನೇಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ನೇಮ್? It has some name, is it not? What is the name of this? Epipodium. This is called epipodium. See, hypopodium, mesopodium, epipodium. Podium means what? Just find out from the dictionary what is it. Podium means. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಇದು ಒಂದು ಎಂಡ್, ಇದನ್ನು ಏನು ಟಿಪ್ ಎಂಡ್, ಇದನ್ನು ಲೀಫ್ apex. The tip is called leaf apex. ಇದಾದಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಬರಿಬೇಕು? ಲೀಫ್ ಥರ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಲ್ಲ. ಸಿ ಇಟ್ ಡಸಂಟ್ ಲುಕ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಲೀಫ್, ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಐ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ veins. Right? Veins. Here also I will write lot of veins here. Okay, does it look like a leaf? Yes. V-E-I-N-S, veins. ಈ ವೇನ್ಸು ಬರೆಯೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ವೇನ್ಸಲ್ಲೇ ವ್ಯಾಸ್ಕುಲಾರ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲ. ವ್ಯಾಸ್ಕುಲಾರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ? ವ್ಯಾಸ್ಕುಲಾರ್ ಏನು ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ಲಿ? Xylem and Phloem, which is water conducting and which is food conducting, you have to know. Okay, right. Xylem and Phloem anta baradre saku, don't give a big detail this one. Just they'll ask you for 2 marks. No, not for the read. You supposed to, you have already studied. I am recollecting whatever you have studied, right? Vascular, this vein. In vein, there it contains vascular tissue, it contains xylem and phloem. The food and water supply is what? Xylem, phloem, vein ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದಂತ ಇದು ಮೇನ್ vein ತಾನೆ. This main vein, what is the name of this? This is all right. Mid drip. This is called main vein. Now we started with leaf base, hypopodium. Next, stipules, which protects the bud. Okay, there are 2 pairs of stipules. Then again, when we started with, what is this? Boundary. Boundary ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ? Leaf margin. Right? First we started with base, second stipule, leaf margin. Then what we came here? Lamina, fourth. Lamina andre, that is the area where the entire leaf are. This one, right? Leaf, this is the area na leaf blade antivi. This is called epipodium. Right? Now this is called, this end of this called leaf apex. Okay. Here these are called branch type. Here, right? This branch type in the leaf. This contain vascular tissue. That is, vascular tissues are what? Xylem and phloem, food and water conducting tissues, you know. Then this is called main vein. Midrim they are called. Then this here, all these things you have to remember. ಇದು ಬರೆದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಬೆಟರ್ ಸಿ, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಥಿಯರಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಪುಟ್ ಅ ಶೇಡಿಂಗ್, ನೋ, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ಸಮ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್. Okay, little shading, but don't spend much time on this. ಇವಾಗ ಇದು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಯಾವುದು leaf base. What is the name of the leaf base? Hypopodium, right? Hypopodium. See, this leaf base, that is hypopodium, ಎರಡು ಥರ modify ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. It is modified by two type. One is we call pulvinous, right? Another is sheath. There are two type of modification of leaf base. One is what? Pulvinous. Another is sheath. ಈ ಪಲ್ವಿನಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪಲ್ವೈನಸ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಅದು ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ವಾಟ್ ವೇ ಇದು ಪ್ರೊನೌನ್ಸ್. ಸ್ಪೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಪಲ್ವೈನಸ್ ಇನ್ ಮೆಡಿಸನ್ you have to be very, very, very careful. Look, while you're writing a medicine, O changes are different. They give the different medicines. Therefore, you have to be very, very careful about the spelling. Now, this pulvinous is a swollen, this is what? Swollen leaf base. It is a swollen leaf base. Sheath andre it is a cover. Sheath meaning andre cover. Actually, the sheath around the stem, that is important. This type of modification, there are two type of modification of leaf base. Pulvinous, the swollen leaf base, is called sheath. That is, it covers the stem. ಇದು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸಿ ಹೌ ಇಟ್ ಲುಕ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್. ಸಿ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ರೈಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಲೈಕ್, ಓಕೆ, ಲೀಫ್, is a leaf and it is a bulged one. It is a bulged one. It is swollen. Okay. Here, this is for osmoregulation, it will be used. Example, pea plants. This pulvinous, for pea plants it is a common because for osmoregulation. Listen, it really helpful for osmoregulation. That is, the flower may it's open and close. For that it will be helpful for you. ಈ ಕೊಡೆ ಥರ we use how to open the umbrella and close it. For that it will use. Now a new word you are getting it, osmoregulation. Just to learn, it is like a language. It is easy. What is osmoregulation? You just know, right? That means next sheath, it covers around the stem. That means your stem is ನೋಡಿ. If you take the leaf here, okay, it completely covers. It completely covers the stem. This is a stem, right? It completely covers, and this is observed in most of the monocotyledons. You know what is called monocot and dicot? Dicot is what? The seed can be divided into two. Monocot, it cannot be divided. You have a lot of examples. Okay. Example, maize plant. This is an example you have to give. Especially this objective type, they will ask you all these things. Alright. Maize plant you have. Therefore, leaf base is called hypopodium. It is divided to pulvinous and sheath. It is a swollen leaf base and it is a cover around the stem. Example for this pea plant. Why it is swollen? For osmoregulations. Here also same thing, same functions, but its only difference is what? Function is same, only difference is what? Completely cover the stem, and it is observed in the monocotyledons. And example, maize. Start with stipules. Where you have seen this is the stipules. A pair of stipules is found at the base, is it not? These stipules are it may stay in the plant, it may stay in the plant, or it may fall off after some time, or it may stay in the leaf for some time. It depends upon whether it is staying there or not, or depart. It has been classified into three groups. Three groups. That is called called cus. Please careful about the spelling. I may go wrong. Okay, caducus. Next, deciduous and persistence. Andre, it will fall. It will fall off as soon as the leaf start to unfold. ಅಂದರೆ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗೋ ಮುಂಚೋ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲೇ ಆರ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಟು ಓಪನ್ ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಫಾಲ್ ಆಫ್. ರೈಟ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಟು ಓಪನ್ ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಟಿಪ್ಯೂಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಫಾಲ್ ಆಫ್. That type of things is what? Opinia. Example, Opinitia. See, this is Opensia. The plant name is called Opensia. Example. See, now, ಇದು ಬಿದ್ದೋಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. Before open, it will fall off. As soon as it disrupts open. But here, deciduous is what? This type of stipules will fall off after it is completely developed. Right? Therefore, deciduous, that is fall off after the leaf completely opens up. Here partially or about to open, unfold or about to open, it will fall. Okay. Example, mulberry. Example, mulberry leaves. ಕೆಲವುದರಲ್ಲಿ persistence, these stipules never fall. That is, stipules never fall off. ಸಾಯೋವರೆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Like some people, it's a big problem. Some people, they will not leave you. You have some peculiar friends. Very difficult. Wherever you go, you'll come. Wherever. Very difficult. Therefore, that type of things. Example, rose, leaf, pea plants and all that. It will never fall. Therefore, there are three types of stipules we discussed. See, the leaf base, this the hypopodium is how many modification? There are two modification. Now, how many modification for stipule? There are 5 modification. This is leaf base is what? 2 modification. Here, stipule, you are going to have, this is a type, this is a different type. Then again, we have different type of modification. That is 5 type of modification. I will discuss now. Therefore, types and modifications. There are 5 modification. One is, first I'll start. Free lateral. See, example, I'll write it like this. Right, scaly leaf. This is free type. Free type. Example for this, China rose. But China rose, See, now China, we are having a warfare with them. It's not giving rose. It is turning red. What if timings? Okay, anyway. Next, spinous stipule. First one is free lateral. Next is spinous stipule. See, this spinous andre ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ, see, it is very, very sharp. Why it is sharp? Like a rose also we have sharp, here more sharp to protect from the plants, the animals, for the protection. Okay. See, this is a very, very sharp. ಮುಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. It is very, very sharp, and this is for self defense from the animal. Example, even rose ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ, normal rose, not China rose. And Ziziphus is an example. Ziziphus leaf, you can give the example, because normal name and all they will not ask in that NEET exams. Suppose Ziziphus, you must know what it is. You would have seen that. Okay, as a botanist. Another one is what? Adnate anta irtare. Adnate, see, it is attached to the base itself. See, this is separated, this is also separated. It is attached to the base. This, what is the name of this? Adnate. Adnate stipule. ಅದು ಇದು ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಅಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ಗೆ. ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ರೋಸ್. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಟ್ರೆಂಟ್ರಿಲಾರ್. ಟ್ರೆಂಟ್ರಿಲಾರ್ ಸ್ಟಿಪ್ಯೂಲ್. ಟ್ರೆಂಟ್ರಿಲಾರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ಲೀಫ್ ಬರೆದು ಬಿಡಿ. ಇದೇನು? ಸ್ಮೈಲಾಕ್ಸ್. ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಸ್ಮೈಲಾಕ್ಸ್ is an example. Smilax leaf on this one. Should you see, it is like a spring, like a solenoid, whatever it is. It is a spring. See, easy to remember. Tendril stipules. Remember SS, right? Tendril stipules. SS. Smilax is a very, very, several times they will ask this. Therefore, remember SS, you will remember this. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್? foliar stipulars. FOLIR, foliar stipules. ಇದು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಸಿ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ರೈಟ್. ಲೀಫ್ ಬರೆದು ಬಿಡಿ. ಹಿಯರ್ write a small leaf. ಇದನ್ನು ಲೀಫ್ ಥರಾನೇ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ ಲುಕ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಲೀಫ್. ದಿಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಲುಕ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಲೀಫ್. ದಿಸ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟಿಪ್ಯೂಲ್ is called foliar stipules. Understood? Foliar stipules. That is stipules modified into leaves itself. Leaf itself. Example, pea plants. Stipule modified into leaf itself. Example, pea plants. Next, I have to deal with the types of leaves. Now today I'll discuss the different types of leaves. One is that is foliar leaf, FOLIAR, foliar leaves. How does it look? It looks green color, right? The color of this foliar leaf is green. What? Whenever you get green, the function is what? Perform photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. Next, Prophylus. Prophylus. This is the first leaf from first leaves formed from plumules. Remember this. Plumules. Actually, in embryo, no? In embryo, shoot system. What the shoot system which gives is given by plumules. See, plant consists of two things, no? What is root and shoot, right? This system is developed because of this plumules in embryo. Okay. Then a root system is given by what is the conjugate of this? Radical. They may ask you this also. Radical, when I say radical, remember root. When I say plumules, shoot system. This comes in embryo. See, embryo comes from embryo. You got two parts. One is what? Plumules and radical. Plumules are responsible for development of shoot system. Radical is responsible for development of root system. This is shoot system. Okay. Whatever it is emerging from plumule is called, we got pro means first. Prophylus. Phylus means leaf. Pro means beginning. Therefore, remember these two things words. So I'll put the number. There are 6 type. Next, scaly leaves. I say scaly leaves, it will be sharp, meant for protection. See, meant for protection. Right? This also they call cataphyls. See, phyl means leaves. Cataphyls. These are the terms, technical terms they use it. Actually, where is it present? It is present in underground stem. Now these words are very, very important. Scaly leaf, cataphyl, remember. Okay. The underground stem, what do you mean by this? It's called example ginger. Don't write ginger and all. The technical word you write. Rhizosome. Or rhizomes. They are called rhizome or ginger. Even you can say turmeric also it contains the same. Ginger and turmeric. All that we have. Next one is called sporophylls, which produces spores. Therefore, spore producing leaves or sporophylls. Pteridophyta, see example of this like pteridophyta. The example pteridophyte, see we have to be very careful about the spelling. Pteridophytes, we have sori or sorus we call. Okay. Here this is sorus is singular, this is plural. Remember. Spore is the plural. That means group of spores is called spore. A single spore is called sporus. Okay, especially plants of pteridophyte plants have this. In gymnosperm, we have cone structure, spores. Cone structure, spores we have in gymnosperm. Okay, in flowering plant, that's called angiosperm. Angiosperms in flowering plant. Uh, right, in angiosperm, remember microspores, anther, these are the word. Stamen or microphyll. Microsporophyll. Micro andre they look like small leaves, right? Microsporophylls. See, actually, you have to know the flowering plant. Flowering plants you read. Okay, stamen is in anther, right? There you got microsporophylls. Sporophylls means leaves. They are small leaves, modified form of leaves. So microspore, the next megaspore. Megaspore. Anther is very small. Ovary is big. Ovary. And remember this word, pistil. Ovary or pistil, that is equivalent to megasporophyle. Right? For the NEET, you have to remember all these technical terms. Okay. See, again write it. So I think it is not covered properly. Angiosperm in flowering plants, we have got microspores and megaspore. Microspore is called anther. Anther is present in stamen, right? They are equivalent to microsporophyle. And next megaspore, it is in the ovary. It's a megaspore means it's the ovary. It present in pistil. This is also called megasporophyle. Okay. Therefore, stamen is microsporophyll is equivalent to this. Pistil is equivalent to megasporophyle. You remember this. Cotyledonous leaf. C-O-T, cotyledonous. Cotyledonous leaves. Or file you can call. Cotyledonous leaf. See, on your own students, I'll ask you after that, after the vacation, you can prepare the PPT, PowerPoint presentation. Unless you write on your own, you can't remember. I can do a lot of PowerPoint presentations. I can ask some other student to write it, but I have to read. Before doing this, I read 3-4 times, then I compiled it, then I am doing it. Therefore, preparing for 1 hour is equal to 8 hours, 6 to 7 hours, or 8 hours at all will take. Searching the book and doing it, and what we have to present, planning you have to. It is like making a movie, right? Therefore, see these are called what? Seed leaves. If you put these leaves, it behaves like a seed itself. See here, cotyledon means what? You have got two things, monocot and dicot. That is, a seed can be divided into two. This is a single, it cannot be divided. Therefore, cotyledon andreno, you have to read as seed leaves. Cotyledon means seed leaves. Finally, coming to the last is called bract leaf. See, if you take a flower, right? This is a flower, and the leaf attached to this. Understood? This we call bract. Okay. See, if you have flower, if you have leaf, this is a flower, and the leaf attached to is called bract. See, there is a example you give Bougainvillea. Why it has a special character? In the examination, they'll ask this type of. Don't give an ordinary or normal example. It will be an objective type. If they give this, immediately you have to mark for bract leaf. Okay. Actually, it's having a pink color, but we think that bract is what? That leaf will think that bract is a flower. Actually, it is not a flower. Though it is a pink color leaf is different from flower. Can you follow? Therefore, this leaf appears pink color, but it looks like flower, but it is not a flower. Here's the example. This is a bract, and flower looks so dull. This is the flower. Looks dull, but this bract looks very, very attractive. Very, very attractive. Why? Flower is dull. This is very attractive, the bract, just for pollination. Okay. Therefore, the bract itself modified into pink color, which helps to attract for pollination. You got it? Flower looks dull. See, now this is the first part I have covered, and I want to tell for all the students, you have to write on your own once. Take the textbook. From the textbook, you add more points, and along with that, you solve the question paper or objective type. You do that, and take a small unit test on this. Okay, all these things you have to do on your own. I'll take the next part class in the second video. Any suggestion you can send the message.